Viewers, you're watching NDTV. I'm Gauri Dwivedi. Well, we talk about American politics. Well, it seems that there's never a dull moment there, is there? 48 hours after Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's intel chief said Obama administration should be tried for falsely claiming that Russia wanted Trump to win the 2016 presidential elections, which she termed treasonous conspiracy against Donald Trump. What followed was an AI-generated video of Barack Obama being picked up by FBI agents from the Oval Office. You're seeing that on your screens right now, viewers. And that's an AI-generated video where Donald Trump is also sitting there and Obama is being handcuffed and taken. The video ends with the former president in the orange jumpsuit behind bars. Now, this has created a massive political firestorm. It sparked off huge criticism, firstly, with the move being termed deeply irresponsible. This is a former president who's the AI-generated video that you're seeing on your screens right now. The video does not even have a disclaimer about being AI-generated, but that's just one aspect of it. Has it opened a major political firestorm in terms of what happens next in American politics? Could this be as big as Watergate scandal? What happens to the US-Russia relationship in the backdrop of these revelations, which Tulsi Gabbard said indicate that it was a fabricated and a manufactured lie that Obama administration had pushed, and Russia actually had nothing to do with the 2016 presidential elections? Those are very serious questions that we're going to, in fact, try and get answers to. But first, I want to play out this report that tells you exactly what all has happened, from the claims that Tulsi Gabbard has made and to, of course, that video that you're seeing on your screens that has shocked and, in fact, put the entire American political system in a complete shock and awe situation. Take a look at this report.
Donald Trump has escalated political tension to a new high, posting a provocative AI-generated video on his Truth Social platform that deceptively shows former President Barack Obama being arrested. No disclaimers, no context, just a bold message that reads, "No one is above the law."
No one, especially the president, is above the law.
No one is above the law.
The surreal sequence begins with archived audio. No one is above the law.
No one is above the law.
No one
is above the law.
Suddenly, digitally manipulated footage appears, Obama in handcuffs, flanked by FBI agents. The scene ends with him in an orange jumpsuit behind bars. The video, first seen on a pro-MAGA TikTok account, was reposted by Trump without any clarification. The post spotlight new allegations from former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. She's accused the Obama administration of orchestrating a treasonous conspiracy to sabotage Trump's 2016 victory.
Are you ready to go?
According to Gabbard, declassified documents revealed that Obama-era officials manufactured intelligence to frame Russia interference as election meddling. Gabbard's assertions are being disputed. Democrats, including Senator Mark Warner, dismissed them as cooked books. Meanwhile, this AI-generated deepfake has raised serious ethical and red flags. Critics warn that this kind of content blurs the line between satire and political theatre and outright misinformation. With Vishal Vivek, Bureau Report, NDTV World.
All right, viewers, let's get in Daniel Block, who's a senior editor at the Foreign Affairs, joining us on the broadcast, along with Jonah Blank, who is a senior political scientist, to talk more about what many would feel is probably one of the biggest scandals rocking American politics right now. Let me start that and put that question to both of you. Daniel, your first thoughts on the video, but also the larger point that Tulsi Gabbard had made. The fact that the allegations that were made earlier was nothing but a hoax.
Well, I'll start by saying that while I wish this was one of the biggest scandals rocking American politics right now, it's not. And that's because we've become so normalized and so desensitized to Trump's anti-democratic behavior.
Okay, I think that line needs to be fixed. Daniel, I'm going to come back to you. Mr. Blank, let me come to you then on the fact that do you think there is need for a detailed probe to take place, more so after the Intel chief saying that this was actually Russiagate hoax more than anything else?
We've already had numerous probes. I'll start out by saying...
Except that the last one did not lead to anything. That's what the whole point is, right? The previous one did not lead to any substantial findings. Unlike what the present administration is saying, it is Tulsi's claims that need to be probed, isn't it?
Well, what she's saying is clearly false. If she's saying that Russia did not favor Donald Trump in the election, the person who said that they did was Vladimir Putin. He said it on TV. We all saw him say it. We all heard him say it. We really, we're not dealing with a search for reality. Just like this AI deepfake, Donald Trump is simply trying to prime his base to not accept reality, to ignore news, to ignore reporting, to ignore journalism, and to ignore what their own eyes and ears tell them.
Okay, let's go back to Daniel for more on this. Daniel, I believe that line has been fixed. Come in on the fact that Tulsi Gabbard's statement, which is where she's actually redacted 110 emails saying that what the Obama administration was doing was actually treasonous conspiracy.
I mean, there's just no evidence whatsoever that anything the Obama administration was doing was treasonous conspiracy. Every serious intel official who I've seen speak about this has said the Obama administration's findings were correct. I mean, this is, to me, pretty transparently an effort by Trump to, one, as Jonah said, prime his base to not believe their eyes and ears, to prime them to believe mis and disinformation, and two, more concerningly, to lay the groundwork to continue and maybe start prosecuting more of his political opponents. That, to me, pretty transparently is what's going on right now.
Okay. So you are saying this is nothing but a political witch hunt that Donald Trump is doing right now? Is that what you think this is?
I'd say, at risk of using too much of his own terminology, yeah, this is in many ways an effort by him to crack down on his political enemies, as we see happen in democratic backsliding and authoritarian countries around the world.
Okay, Jonah, then let me ask you this, that this is the Intel chief who's released and declassified emails and details of the previous administration and made the point that what happened under the Obama administration was actually manufactured lies. Are we to believe that no amount of investigation should actually be done on that front at all? Is that what you're saying?
Well, there really is, as Daniel quite rightly says, there's nothing to investigate. Every person in Intel has come to the same conclusion. Tulsi Gabbard, who was manifestly unqualified for the job that she now holds, is merely making political statements. We know what happened. We saw what happened. There isn't a question that needs to be probed here. What's happening is that Donald Trump is under a lot of pressure due to the Epstein scandal, and he's afraid about what's going to come out next and is priming his base to say, don't trust whatever comes out next in the news because it too will be an AI scandal. And by putting this AI deepfake out, he is, as Daniel rightly says, he is essentially threatening to use the power of the US government against his political enemies, even ones as high up as the former president of the United States.
Okay, so this of course doesn't go all the way to President Obama because there are constitutional provisions, but the larger point here is, and that's essentially what it comes down to, and I have a disagreement there, gentlemen, which is that if the Intel chief has released documents, if she has put out some information, then it has to be probed. One can discount this AI video and call it deeply irresponsible, which it is. But the fact is that the information that the Intel chief has come out with needs to be probed, because this is not just about America. This is about an issue that impacts around the world. Elections happen in every part of the world. And if there is any election interference, then the world needs to know about it, and more needs to be done as far as what Tulsi Gabbard's statements have been made in the last 48 hours. I believe I have to leave it there, running out of time. And that really seems to be the story here as well, isn't it? That timing is running out and details need to come out as far as what really happened in the 2016 American presidential election.